This is Strong Harm with an overview of my mission, Combat Air Support. CAS, or Combat Air Support, is the assistance of aviation assets for ground troops that have found themselves overwhelmed or outnumbered. Typically in a CAS situation, you'll have a JTAC on the ground who talks the aviation asset on the targets, provides air traffic control basically for an AO. In this mission you can play either the role of the pilot being talked down by the JTAC, or the JTAC talking the pilot down on the targets. Randomization of tasking is a feature of this mission, as well as randomization of the numbers of friendlies and enemies, direction of attack. It's all very randomized, so you'll have a different experience every time you play it. This is single player only, but in the future I plan on expanding it into a multiplayer mission. In the beginning of the mission, you'll receive a message of the day on a plaque here at the air base, as well as an overview of what the JTAC is. Take a moment to read the message of the day with the mission tips. I think you'll find it helpful. I was in aviation in the military, and I try to make the base pretty realistic as possible. Got a crew over here working on the aircraft. You've got a pad over here where you can get repairs. Pads at the other bases are just FARPs. They're just going to provide refuel and rearm. This is the only pad where you can get medical attention and helo repairs. Tell me to shut my engines down. After I shut my engines off, it's going to identify that I'm injured. So the medic is going to give me some medical care. And helo needs repairs. So we'll have some crewmen working on the aircraft here. Got the crew chief up front overseeing the operation. And looks like they're done with the repairs. And he's saluted me and told me that I'm cleared for takeoff. So I'm going to go ahead and radio into command. Hit zero key again. Number 1, command, I'm available for tasking. You'll see here there are also a number of things you can say to the JTAC, but only after you've made contact with them over the AO. If I try to communicate with them now, you can see static on the upper right. There's no JTAC to talk to. So I'll communicate with command, tell them ready for tasking. They tell me they can't regain. Now you'll see a pip down to the bottom right. Also, my co-pilot gets in the aircraft automatically with me. He'll actually, he's a good spotter. But the pip down at the bottom right, it's going to zoom in on random enemy. It takes 10 seconds to zoom in on a single enemy. Then it's going to choose a different one and zoom in on them. That way you kind of have, if you watch it while you're on your way to the AO, you have an overview of where the enemy is, some situational awareness. When I get 1.5 clicks away from the AO, JTAC will communicate with me. I'll kind of hold back till I understand what's going on.
CAS aircraft visual. This is JTAC Juliet 57. Type 2 in effect. 9-line developing. Multiple targets urgent. Grid 05057. Cleared hot, danger close, east-west vector. Radio for smoke, green on friendly, red on enemy. Stand by for talk on.
Okay, so he's giving me the overview.
There's an enemy. 600 meters.
Now it joins me to the JTAC, and he starts giving me targets. So I'm going to go ahead and take him out. And then he'll task me onto a new target.
Bearing 060. Rifle. 300 meters, bearing 060. I've got a position. Rifle, 300 meters, bearing 060.
Now you want to stay
100
moving,
meters north.
or they're going to shoot you out of the aircraft. So I'm going to hit 002 to get smoke, 003 to get a sit rep. I can see I got 20 good guys and 22 bad guys on site here. I got red smoke on the bad guys and green smoke on the good guys down there, based on my radio request. I can see from the red smoke they're there.
Foot mobile, 75 meters northwest. Foot mobile, north, 2. Attack that AT soldier. Rifle, 75 meters west.
They're firing at me hard.
100
Get a
meters
funnel
north.
maneuver going here.
Soldier, 75 meters north. Soldier, 100 meters northwest. Contact, soldier, contact. Foot mobile, contact. AT soldier, contact. AT soldier, contact. Rifle, 2. Attack that AT soldier. Soldier, 75 meters east. Man, 100 meters northwest. 2. Attack that AT soldier. Man, 75 meters southeast. 2. Fire at that soldier. 100 meters west. Foot mobile, 200 meters west.
Now I can get a new sit rep. It updates every 10 seconds. See, I've got 16 enemy left. My JTAC is talking me down onto a new target.
There's an enemy. Soldier. 400 meters, 6 o'clock.
So I'm gonna go ahead and change over to the JTAC with my U key and display this ability. So I'm gonna hit U. I'm gonna go to where it Camp Rogaine, and I'm gonna do switch.
Man, 75. 2. Fire at that soldier.
So we got the helo coming in based on my command form. Looks like he's down. So whenever I want, I can switch back over to the pilot. And I'll get a sit rep. Looks like there's 0. Still 13 men standing. Blue. So I'm going to go ahead and land here at the FARP, Camp Rogaine. Rearm, refuel, so it tells me that the FARP's clean. And we've got mission success. Let's see, performing aircraft turnaround, standby. Okay, he gives me a salute. Tells me that I'm cleared for takeoff. And he'll snap the salute and go back inside. So at this point, I've finished a task at Camp Rogaine. I can select a new task, 001, command I'm available for tasking, and it'll randomly send me to one of the other bases on the island. Smoke on some friendlies.
Fire at that soldier. Eliminated. Got it. 18 soldiers, 75 meters, northwest. 18 soldiers, 100 meters, south. Right down, fire.
Now all the friendlies in this area, once I get a new task, they're all going to be, all the dead bodies and all the live blue form, they'll all be taken off the map. So when I go to a new task, it'll be more fluid. less CPU intensive. Same thing goes with the air base. Whenever you're not within view of the air base, all the air crewmen and everything that you saw going on there, it all turns off until you're back in view again. So I think I've just finished the last task. Loop. And when I request a new task, CAS rotation complete RTV Stratis. Text gets cut off. I'm sure they'll fix that. This is only alpha. And now that I've landed, I'll show that task is complete. And the mission's complete. As you can see, it is possible to complete this CAS mission. It's not easy. It's nowhere near easy. You can get shot out of your helo pretty easily. You can allow a FARP to be overrun if you're not quick enough about taking out the enemy. It is a difficult mission. After the mission's complete, during the debriefing, of course, take a look at your kills. Looks like I killed 2 friendlies. By the way, there is some code in here that's a little bit more forgiving when you kill blue on when there's blue on blue. The code says if you become an enemy to blue, then give a warning and reset it. It'll do that twice, and then it'll give you a message saying this is it. If there's blue on blue again, then it's mission failure. When you're doing CAS, blue on blue is a very real possibility. In all these tasks except for one, you're danger close to the JTAC and the blue forces. So it's not uncommon for aviation assets to perform blue on blue. Use your smoke, get your sit reps, watch the saddle or the pip, and everything should go well as long as you keep situational awareness. So that's it for CAS. This is Strong Harm. If you have any suggestions for the mission, post them on the BI forums or on Armaholic. I'm sure I'll put it up there too. And I'll see what I can do about putting this together into a multiplayer mission. Strong Harm out.